up, guys? Welcome back to Life on the Wrist. Hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy hump day. Today we're going to be continuing some of the videos that we've made recently where we kind of discuss some of the catalogs from a lot of these Swiss manufacturers that you're able to actually request and they'll send you. And today we're going to be discussing the Jaeger LeCoultre 2019-2020 collection catalog. This is it right here. This is an absolutely beautiful cover. That was the first thing that I noticed about this. But yeah, that's going to be the topic for today. If you are new to the channel, welcome to Life on the Wrist. Be sure to check out our other videos. We create videos about watches. We do catalog. We show you catalogs. We give you initial impressions on watches. We talk about vintage watches, all types of things. So if you like those types of videos, be sure to check out our other videos. Also, subscribe to our channel so you can be alerted when we upload, as well as hit the like button. It really does help us out. So in this catalog, like I said, I requested from JLC and they ended up sending it to me. As with all of these catalogs, this one has a really great heft to it. It's just, you know, I think something that's common with luxury goods is you want everything that you produce, you want it to feel and look of high quality, and that's exactly what this catalog is. And then once you open it up, the first thing that you get is actually this care program booklet right here, where they talk about Jaeger LeCoultre's servicing, essentially just going over, you know, the 8-year international guarantee, personalized service, all those types of things. So this is, it was cool that they are focusing on, I guess, their relationship with you, and that's exactly what this is. So it's cool to see that. It's a little bit different than some of the other catalogs I've gone through. And then in the beginning, they, like most manufacturers, they go over the history of the maison and you know, some of the things that they've done in the past from a technical perspective. What I thought was insane is, you know, you open the cover, they have a little thing about the maison, but then they have this absolutely beautiful watch. And I'll be completely honest, I'd never seen this watch before until I opened this catalog. And got me intrigued, so of course I ended up hunting for this watch, and I'll get back to that later. And then they, like I said, have a little section about, you know, their growth and the manufacturing process that they've been through. Absolutely beautiful image there of I think it's a Gyrotourbillon there. And then go into, you know, where you make the dials and inlay things. They also have a beautiful picture of the maison. It makes you want to be in Switzerland. And one thing that also stands out about this is that they actually have a table of contents where they discuss what pages you can find all the different collections. So, you know, Master Ultra Thin, Control, Grand Tradition, Polaris, Duometre, Atmos. So it's cool. They have all of that. So, you know, you kind of get into all the sections, and you know, you begin with the master collection. And one of the watches that really stood out for me was on page 21. In case you have this, it is this Master Moon Ultra Thin. This is, in my opinion, probably one of the best executed. I mean, easily one of the best executed Moonphase watches ever. I really love this steel one. It's the reference 1368420. I really love the steel one because it when you make a steel Moonphase watch, it really doesn't, it's not what you typically think of. You know, you usually think of white gold or yellow gold, but this is really beautifully done. I also like the fact that the colors are very cool. Cool as in the temperature. The moon is like a nice silver. It's really, really beautiful. It's a 39mm watch, hours, minutes, seconds, date, and Moonphase. So one of the watches that really stood out for me there. And then, you know, kind of continuing through this, the next watch was still in the Master Ultra Thin collection, and that was the Master Ultra Thin Tourbillon Enamal dial. I really like this one right here. This is a blue enamel dial with a tourbillon at 6 o'clock. Seriously, I I love JLC for their classical styles, and this is a perfect example of that. It's a 40mm watch, hours, minutes, seconds, dates, and a tourbillon in white gold. So cool, temperature-wise, metal with a really beautiful blue dial, and it almost looks like there's like a blue strap on there as well. So a really, really beautiful watch. Then I can, you kind of continue. We're getting into the master control. Have some really beautiful Moonphase watches here as well, chronographs. And then I finally found we got to the master Grande Tradition, and this watch was the watch that I saw on the cover. It's the master Grande Tradition Repetition minutes Perpetuelle, and this is the one that you see in the front cover, the one right here. I'll show you the front cover, but I'll just read off really quickly. It's in white gold, it's 43mm, so quite large, and probably wouldn't fit my wrist at 43mm, just because of the way my wrists are. The functions are hours, minutes, perpetual calendar, day, date, month, year, moon phase, security zone, and minute repeater. So this watch is actually also limited to 30 pieces. So absolutely beautiful piece. And then I'll show you the big picture again, because I think the big picture really does it justice here. So this is the watch right here. Absolutely beautiful watch. I love the blue dial. I think it's probably one of the most beautiful watches I've seen in this catalog. So that's the Master Grande Tradition Repetition Minute Perpetuelle. So that's, up to page 31. And then you get to some really high complication things like celestial tourbillons. Then you get into your rendezvous section, which is, I believe they're female lines. You can see a lot of their pieces here. Nothing kind of really stood out for me here. I think it's just because I'm not really buying women's watches very often. But there are definitely some beautiful ones, just kind of skimming through all this. Then you get into your Reverso collection. This is I believe the women's Reverso collection here. Or I guess the small size, it's probably not. And you get into your medium-sized watches. The Reverso's JLC's really most iconic, one of their most iconic collections, historically speaking. So kind of get there. Then you get into your larger ones here. The one that really stood out to me, I'll get to in a second, is on page 79. This is from their Reverso Tribute collection. That is the Reverso Tribute Tourbillon Duoface. So this is the Duoface from them. I think this is a testament to the fact that blue dials are really extremely popular, and I think that's something that you're going to end up seeing in Basel World. Blue dials are really coming back. To give you an idea about this watch, the watch is cased in platinum. It is 45mm by 27mm. The front functions are hours, minutes, seconds, and a tourbillon, and the reverse functions are a second time zone and a day-night indicator. This is also limited to 50 pieces, so extremely rare. I think it's one of the most beautiful watches from the Reverso Tribute collection. Then we kind of get into their engravings section here, and then they talk about their Polaris line, which is obviously their diver collection. The next watch that I kind of, and they've got some really beautiful sporty chronographs as well. And then you get into their Duometre collection, which is, as they put it, a revolutionary concept behind sophisticated yet understated exterior. So on the front cover there, you've got a really beautiful watch, Caliber 381. The watch that really stood out to me here, and I ended up finally finding it, is this Duometre Unique Travel Time. I travel a lot. I really love traveling. I like globalization. I like going to new places, trying new things, and I love the globalness. So this watch is in pink gold, 42 millimeters. It's got hours, minutes, center seconds, second time zone, digital jumpings, hours, minutes, world time, world map, day-night indicator, and double power reserve on a leather strap. Seriously, easily one of the most beautiful watches. And I really just love how the focus of it is actually that map. So then their 101 collection, I think is their feminine line. Then the Hybris Mechanica is where I ended up finally finding the watch that I was looking for. The Hybris Mechanica is the pinnacle of fine watchmaking, is how they describe it. And if you turn the page and you go to page 98, we finally find the watch that I was looking for at the front, and that is the Mastercon Trandition Gyrotourbillon Westminster Perpetuelle. This is a white gold watch, 43 millimeters. Functions are hours, minutes, seconds, minute repeater with Westminster chime, Gyrotourbillon, and perpetual calendar, day, date, month, year, limited to 18 pieces. So that is finally where I could find this. I love the fact that the front of the catalog is this watch. I think having it on the front allows you to really see the detail that goes into this, all the different angles and levels and where things are supposed to stand out. Also, a Gyrotourbillon is not an easy feat. So it's beautiful. I really love that it was chosen for the front cover. And then there's some other things, celestials and whatnot. And then they have their Atmos collection here, which is their clocks. And you know, some very beautiful clocks. And then what I really loved was the fact that they had the Jaeger LeCoultre calibers in in this. I believe Patek Philippe's catalog also had this, but you can really see the inner workings of the movements that are going into all of the watches that we so love. So kind of go through all the calibers. They've got their automatic calibers, and then they have their service numbers and locations, and then you get to the end of the catalog. So another really beautiful catalog from the 2019-2020 collection. I think we've experienced a lot of different catalogs, and I really enjoyed looking at them. We have made videos about other catalogs in the past. We've looked at the Patek Philippe catalog, the Lange & Söhne catalog, and I think this one is the third. So if you kind of do like this format of us kind of going through all the different catalogs, be sure to check out those videos. Also, if you've made it this far and you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button for us. It really does help us out. And with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time.